Alright, hello everyone, hello. So, back with another message for the little kids. Well, not all the little, but the kids. So, I was sitting back, first and foremost, how everyone is doing. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Being positive, being motivated, okay? So, I'm going to do the best I can with this message. So, I think I just forgot the title of that message that quick. It's about the steps you have to take. Make the steps count. Make the steps count. I think that's why I just changed it to. So, first and foremost, kids, if y'all haven't seen any of my videos, you're gonna realize that sometimes my thoughts go in and out. Okay. Let me explain this to you so you don't think I'm slow or don't understand anything. Okay. So, my thoughts go in and out sometimes. So sometimes I talk from my spirit, sometimes I talk from the reality, and sometimes it switch in. Sometimes when you hear me talk, you're gonna be like, Lord, she sound like my mama or my daddy or something like that. Other times you're gonna be like, Dad, she sound like a little kid. Okay, it can happen. I can drift in and drift out whenever I want, and it's not the fact that I'm gonna tell you all the time, but this is also will give you an opportunity to pay attention to the details. Okay, sometimes I'll let you know when I'm talking from a child mind state. Sometimes I explain to you when I'm talking from an adult mind state, but I want y'all to start paying attention and noticing the difference, because I can tap into a feminine side or a girly side, and I could tap into a masculine side or a little boy side, because we are all man and female DNA. Okay, you your mama and your daddy. Okay, always remember that. So sometimes you might tap in where when you talk about stuff, you might sound like your daddy. Sometimes you might sound like your mom. Okay. If you don't know your parents, the more you talk, you will get an idea of who your parents are, because one thing about it, no matter who you're around in the world, you still have ties to where you have came from. Okay, so always pay attention to those details about your character, your characteristics and stuff, because we are our parents. Even we want to or we don't, we have ways like them. Okay, so if y'all see me change up or sometimes zone out, it's because I'm thinking or I'm seeing something or whatever like that. And also, this will help you to understand yourself that we all do it. Sometimes we kind of like drift off or whatever. I don't know if y'all ever heard that little saying like squirrel, and then you turn your head and you get distracted quick. You know how y'all do y'all video games and stuff. Your parents say, come clean up this room, and you like, flip away or something. It's like that. Alright, so I do it too. So it's normal. Alright. So the main thing I want to get to y'all is this. Do y'all believe that every step that you take with your feet count? Now, I'm not sitting back and talking about like the step trackers where, oh, I did 500 steps a day or 1,000 steps a day or 3 steps a day. But in general, do you believe every time you wake up in the morning, I don't care if you're going to brush your teeth, you're going into the kitchen, you're going to the living room, whatever, do you truly believe your steps count? I'm going to give y'all a moment to think. Yes or no? Do you believe that your steps count in this world? Yes or no? Okay. Hold that thought. Alright? So, one thing about life is this. When you wake up every single day, whatever your mindset is at, that's what you do. Either you walk in a routine where, okay, as soon as you wake up, the first thing you do, maybe you yarn, or you walk into the bathroom to go use the bathroom, or you go to a sibling room or your parents' room and wake them up or something, right? Every single day, we all have something that we always do no matter what, okay? That's your blueprint. That's your blueprint. That's that one thing you do every single day, no matter what. I don't care if you forget everything else. You always do this 1-2-step routine. Okay? That's your blueprint. Then you have your navigations. That's where, depending on how you feel when you do those things. So, say for example, you get up, you go to the bathroom. Now, You do that every single morning when you get up. The next thing is, do you go to the living room? Do you go back to the room? Do you go to your parents' room? Do you go to your sibling room? Each day you do something a little bit different than the other, okay? This is how you can tell where your mindset is at. Your main thing is this, learning each step. So, each step you take, I don't care if you walking fast, walking slow. It's like you're dancing. It's like you're dancing. It's a vibration. It's like you're dancing. So we already see how people dance in the world, right? They go left, they go right, they go front, they go back, they twist, they turn, however, right? Now, at first, when they first start doing it, it looks weird. It's like, what are they doing? But when you put the music to it, now it makes sense. So that's the thing. In your world, every time you get up every day, you are dancing. You have to get to the point you know what the music you're dancing to. Okay? That means learning yourself. In order to learn yourself, you need to understand what is it that you're trying to accomplish every single day. Each day, you need to make sure that you're doing something that's going to help your future self out. Okay? Your main focus is, what is it that I focus on the most? Do I focus on video games the most? Do I focus on drawing? Do I focus on eating? Do I focus on talking to my friends? And do I focus on talking to my family? What do I focus the most on? So, I'm going to use a couple of things as example. So, video games. So, for the ones that love video games, what is it about the video game you're so focused on? Is it that it's a specific game? Is it the fact that you challenge yourself and you get to different levels? Is it the fact that you get to play with other people around the world or your friends? Is what type of specific game? Is it like a simulation where you're playing like a maze? Is it like where you fighting game? Is it like one of those shooting games? Is it a building game? A lot of times what you focus on give you an idea what your interests are. Now, I know some parents probably be like, hold on, they doing a shooting game. It's not so much you have to look at it as a shooting game. You could look at it as, okay, maybe they want to be in a police officer field where they can protect and serve. Or they might think about military protecting and serving. You got to figure out the context behind it. What if it's basically like, I know a lot of kids like on Roblox and stuff or whatever, or like Minecraft and stuff where you build it. What if it that you want to be an architect? What if the games you play, you always building blocks together? This give you an idea. Maybe you might be interested in architect. What if it's some girly game? You know, what if it's like you cooking in the game or you putting clothes together in the game? So say for example, if it's clothes. Alright, in your head you might be like, yeah, I just like clothes. Maybe this is a sign to say maybe you like to do design. You know, maybe you want to be a designer. Maybe you want to be a chef. You know, it's no different than in your reality. So let's put the games down. What if you say, I just like eating all day? Okay, well, we can use that. So if you like eating all day, maybe you might like to cook. You might say, I don't like to cook because it's work. But think about it. Just think, if you love eating all the time, now take that eating mindset and think of creating something. If you could create your own meal, right? And there was nothing stopping. You could have any ingredients in the world at your disposal, meaning right in front of you. What will you create? This is how you can get ideas of what your interests are. These are those steps. Okay, now when you take a step, every time, put like this, when y'all are walking in your house, wherever you at when you're walking, do you see footprints there? No, you don't see any footprints. You just walking. You don't see the footprints there. You don't see anything. You just a floor, right? But have y'all ever noticed that when you go to certain places, like when it's raining, right? You go outside and then you walk into a store and now you see footprints from the dirt on the ground. All right, that's how your life is. In order to be able to make steps, just because you may not be able to see them and they may not mean anything to you, you don't realize the dirt you got to go through. See, in our lives, we get so caught up in every single thing in the world that we don't realize that we are putting footprints down to help direct us where we need to go at and how to get back home. This is your home. I don't want y'all to think that whenever you're doing something in this world, you're making mistakes. Those mistakes is the dirt, okay? Those steps is the water. Without the water, you can't without the water touching the dirt, when you taking these steps in life, you want to see where you're moving at, okay? I'm going to break it down a little bit more. Okay, I'll break it down a little bit more. Whenever you step outside of the house and you're walking into your classrooms, right? Every class that you go inside of, you're learning something. That's a step. Okay? It's a step. You go walk into class, you sit down at your desk, and you had to walk there. You had to sit there. Now you had to learn something. How many times y'all go to class and sometimes you don't like what you're learning, but you end up realizing something you may need. At that moment, you may not need the step that you are stepping on. You hold that in your back pocket. Okay? Don't forget the lessons you learned. Now you walk out of that class, you go to the next class. All right? So you walked out of your math class, right? Now you're walking into your science class. That's another step you're taking. All right? Again, you're getting dirty. You get information that you really feel like you don't need. It's a waste of time. It's just dirt. You want to just brush it off. Remember the information you have. Okay? And so forth, so on in all your classes. At this time of your life, a lot of y'all feel like, I don't need none of this stuff that these teachers talking about. I get it. I got it. I understand. Then you take all that information, then you got to go right back home and then listen to your parents or your guardians, and those are steps. You got to listen to them tell you how to wash those dishes over again because you keep leaving food on it. About cleaning up your room because you don't want bugs and stuff in there. About cleaning out the tub because every time you wash up, you're leaving dirt in there. Those are steps. At this point in your life, you feel like you don't need them. Okay? Now, if you take all those steps and look at it, guess what? You've been dancing the whole time. You've been dancing the whole time. And guess what? Everybody else around you been dancing too. The thing about in this world, we feel like we don't understand each other. But we all dancing to the same tune. Life. Alright? Everything that you learn is no different than the music you listen to. How many of y'all know songs from a year or 2 years ago? Ain't got nothing to do with your life today, but you still remember it, right? And at that moment when you heard it, it didn't mean nothing to you, but today it means something. It means something to you. That's how those steps work. Okay? That's how those steps work. When you get out here in this life and you get older, there's a lot of times that the tunes you heard before didn't mean nothing to you. But when you get older, it will make sense to you. Those songs that you was listening to, those steps that you was taking, those classes you had to go to, that information your parents told you may mean nothing to you at the age of 5, at the age of 10, at the age of 16. But when you become 25, it will make sense to you. I want y'all to understand something. I have 2 movies attached. One from Honey, if y'all ever heard of it, and the other one's Sister Act. Okay? So, I want y'all to understand that how every step makes sense. So we're going to focus on 3 characters. Alright? Everybody in all these movies are amazing. But we're going to focus on 3 characters. Okay? The first movie is Honey. Alright? And I want to focus on... I could do Jessica Alba in that. Okay, it's 4. So we got Jessica Alba and we have Little Romeo. Alright, one is adult in it and the other one's considered as a child, right? So in Honey, if you look at Little Romeo, he's basically a child that growing up in a neighborhood where his mother is on drugs. But he can dance. Him and his little brother can dance. Now, they dance with other friends whenever they get a chance. But the problem is the living situation they're in. The thing about it is this. In this world, a lot of y'all are in a situation where your families cannot afford a lot of things. You're not able to go places like you want to. You're stuck in neighborhoods that ain't good for you. But you have talent. You have pure talent. And my thing is letting you know with this is this. Don't focus so much on your environment. Pay attention to the steps. Pay attention to the steps that you are creating. Don't allow your environment or the movement of everyone else around you make you feel like you can't be something in this world. So let's go back to with it. In the video, like I said, he was in a situation where he was in a bad environment, but the right person came along and showed him a new way. Don't lose faith in this process of life. Sometimes we want what we want when we want it, but you need to stand strong. Every step counts. If you do what's right, the right people will come along, and you won't have to worry about being stuck in that environment forever. You can get out of that environment. So let's go back. I'm going to just focus on Lil Romeo on this. So that's one part, him in the movie, right? But let's look at his reality, because we got enough of everybody's lives out here that's in the reality world. Now look at him in the reality. If y'all go do your research, his father was a rapper, all right? His father was a rapper, but his father didn't come from luxury living. His father came from a poverty situation, okay? That didn't stop him. His father's name is Master P. It didn't stop him. He created his own brand. He created his own legacy. And he was able to provide that same information to his own child. And his child went out here and created his own. The steps are not always pretty for everyone. Okay? So if we look at it like this, if you go look at the movie, let's pretend Little Romeo is his daddy. And the situations. Let's look at it as if Little Romeo didn't get that little help, then he wouldn't have been able to become his dad. Okay? I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I'm just saying is this. I don't want y'all to sit back and think that you are wasting your time with the steps that you are creating in this world. Everything counts. Everything will make sense when the time is right. Don't sit back and say, God, I've already walked 500 steps. Why I'm not receiving anything? You didn't put enough steps in. When the time is right, you will get it. But you have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated to that idea. You have to be dedicated to learning yourself. You have to be dedicated to believe even when you cannot see the steps on the ground. Every step counts in this world. So when you go out here, again, when you look at like Little Romeo, he done TV shows, he done his own music, he created his own brand. No different than his father. Came from a situation that wasn't the best situation and became something major in this world. Don't ever tell yourself that you can never get out of the situation you in. The only way you locked in if it's you locked in. Do you understand me? This here, your brain can put you in a prison, even if you're not in a physical one. This here can take you wherever you want to go. You have to believe, even when this can't see. Do you understand me? Go look up the characters and look at the things they done in this world. And if you look, none of them walked through this process with clean feet. Every person's feet has to get dirty in this world. Everyone. How will you understand where you came from if you didn't have to go through the dirt to get there? That's the beauty of brushing yourself off and trying again. It's no different in the next video I have attached, which is Sister Act 2. And this one you have, and I'm going to just focus on one on each one to make it simple. This other one is Lauryn Hill. Now everybody know Lauryn Hill, okay? For the most part, everybody should know Lauryn Hill. Nothing against Little Romeo, but Lauryn Hill has a major lineage with her, okay? In the video of Sister Act, she's going through something in the movie. But I also look at her real life. She didn't have it easy either. You understand? I'm I'm tired of the world making life look like in order to be great, you have to have the easy life. No. No, 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 no. The reason why you go through so much so you can appreciate the steps that you create. You have to believe in yourself no matter what. You have to believe in what you do no matter what. If you believe, if there's something that's in your heart saying, this is what I feel every day, I wake up and I think about it, I go to sleep and think about it. That's a direction, okay? Hold on to it. Trust the process, even when it hurts. So when you go into these classes and you're like, man, I don't want to deal with this class. I don't want to deal with this and I don't do it. When you say, I don't want to deal with it, I don't care, you telling yourself, I don't care. Stop telling yourself you don't care. Because guess what? You're going to have an I don't care life, which is not going to be good for you. Don't let this world fool you, make you think that even the folks that get the free money, the money out here, don't think that it was easy. Because there's stuff that they're not showing you. Everyone in the world has struggled something. Either they struggled here or they struggled here. Do you understand me? And some is in both. Don't allow yourself to cut yourself short because you can't see the steps that you are creating around you. Because once you do what you're supposed to do, right? We're going to look at this as a light. Once you do what you're supposed to do and you trust yourself in this process, guess what happens? Those footsteps that you created, you're the only one that will be able to see it when your light turns on. If you can't turn your light on, you're not going to understand why you should appreciate the steps that you was on. Do you understand me? But if you keep walking in this world and thinking, I don't care about my class, I don't care about my teachers, I don't care about my family, I don't care about nothing. I don't care, nobody don't care about me, so I don't care. Then walk out here with a dim light then. Stay in the dark. Be in that dark. Keep staying there. It's lonely. It's lonelier than being in a group. Do you understand me? Don't allow yourself to do that. Don't allow yourself to take your life out. Do you understand me? Don't put yourself in these situations where you feel like, oh my God, it's so hard. My family this, my family that, my friends this. I don't have nobody. Nobody understands me. I do. But only way you can believe that if you believe in your light. It's there. So why you keep telling yourself it's not? Are you breathing? There's a light. There's a light. Believe in it. The only time when the light don't work is when you stop it. Don't go out here and keep telling yourself that you ain't nothing. Don't go out here and allow the other people to tell you ain't nothing. Don't go out here and tell the other folks that you will never be anything or whatever. Don't let anybody, don't even let me. Don't let no one in the world to tell you that you can never be something in this world. I have enough of proof that if you work on yourself and do what you're supposed to do, you can be great in this world. So allow your light to shine. Let people get mad about it. You ain't got to be arrogant. You ain't got to be out here and be all mean and hateful. You can still be humble at the same time. Don't be afraid to show your light. I know what that look like. Letting people bully you and be mean and hateful to you and allowing it to hurt you. You hurt enough. Ain't your feet tired? So make it worth your while. Don't sit back and allow your feet to be hurting this entire time, and then you get to the finish line and then you decide to cut your light off. So I'm trying to be as direct but slightly vague in a way, but your spirit will understand what you can't understand. That goes for anyone. Y'all have came a long way. And I understand being a kid ain't fun all the time because you want to go out here and be grown. But even the grown folks don't want to be grown. Do you understand me? Because I bet you, I'm going to tell you right now, once I get out here and get where I'm going to be at, I'm going to be a big tail kid. I earned the spot. I earned it. To be able to go out here and just enjoy my life. Because figured out how to accept my light. You understand me? Don't give it to anyone else. It's yours. I don't care what these people say. These kids say, oh, look how she dressed. Look how she act. Look how he act. Look how. So, I don't care. I don't care. I'm too focused on my light to care what you have to say. I'm too focused on my light to worry about what you think. I'm too focused on my light to allow myself to be less than. I don't care if I only have $5 for money. I don't care if I ain't got nothing. I don't care if my our lights are cut off. I'ma still let my light shine. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all feel. Keep talking. Thank you for keep talking, because you letting me know I'm shining bright. Thank you. Because you got to focus on me. Apparently, your light is dim. So, keep on talking about me. Keep looking at me. And I'm going to keep going out here and showing the world that I'm destined for greatness. Because the God in me say I'm great, I'm great. And keep rolling on like that. Don't allow your situation, your circumstances, the people around you, or what the world say about you ever tear you down. You stand firm, you stand high, you stand proud. I don't care, boy, girl, whatever your gender, whatever you are, stand proud and be who you're supposed to be. If you're going to focus on something, focus on your own light. Let people think you got your head down. Let people think that you're stupid. Let people think that you don't know nothing. Keep focusing on your own light, because that's all they doing. Don't focus on theirs. Keep focusing on your own. And then when you focus on your own, you're going to get around the right people. So, in the first one, in Honey, all of the people, they're dancers. Because guess what happens? When you get around the people that's in the high frequency like you, that focus on their light, guess what? Now y'all all know how to dance together. Y'all going your own way, doing your own thing, but y'all all know how to dance together. Ain't nobody bumping into each other. Ain't no different than Sister Act. In that part, the part that I added, they all singing together, but they all dressed different, singing a different. They all singing differently, different tunes, but they all sound together. Okay, that's the thing. When you learn how to be in your own lane and allow your own light to shine, you too focus on your dance moves and they too focus on theirs. Or you too focus on your singing, they too focus on theirs. I don't care if you're a doctor, I don't care if you're a nurse, I don't care if you're a student, I don't care if you're a lawyer, I don't care if you're a zoologist, if you're an astronaut, wherever you want to be, on a TV screen, whatever. You so focused on your light, they focus on theirs. So you have no need to bump into anybody, because you're doing your own 1-2 step. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.